Oh, somebody down right now.
Will you come talk about the Hawaii response, Mr. President?
Alexa Lavoie here on the island of Maui. Behind me, we can witness one of the terrifying scenes of devastation caused by the fires. The historic and multi-generational town of Lahaina has been reduced to ashes within a matter of hours. On the morning of the 8th of August, Lahaina residents woke up without electricity due to powerful wind resulting from the end of the Hurricane Dora. School was canceled, leaving children at home. A fire broke out early in the morning around 6:30, only to be declared fully controlled about 2 hours later. Community members were not alarmed as brush fire occurred frequently. However, the 13,000 residents did not anticipate their town to be obliterated on the same day, leaving nothing but ashes behind. The exact cause of the fire has not been officially determined, but an investigation is currently underway to determine the role played by Hawaiian Electric. In fact, several sources suggest that the fire might have been triggered by a broken electric wire that fell and ignited the blaze. Hawaiian Electric is known to have a deficient, unstable, and fragile network due to infrastructure maintenance negligence. In total, 2,200 buildings were reduced to ashes, with 86% being residential. Evacuation seemed challenging due to restricted access to the town. Only the main road allowed exit to neighboring village. Cars were bumper to bumper waiting for evacuation, and some perished in their vehicle. The death toll remains unknown as several hundred people are still missing. And according to some residents of Lahaina, some of the people who were living in that town were undocumented. So that means that some of the people will still remain missing, and we will never find out what happened to them. We anticipate the toll to rise beyond the reported 114 deaths so far. The question that remains incomprehensible is, why were the sirens not activated that day? According to the Maui Emergency Management Agency Director Herman Endaya, he made the final decision not to activate the siren, fearing people would hear them and head Mocha, which means towards the mountain.
Had we sounded the siren that night, we're afraid that people would have gone Malka. And if that was the case, then they would have gone into the fire.
Although the sirens were primarily designed for a tsunami, they also serve as the primary tool to alert residents to natural or human threat. Herman Endaya eventually resigned from his position after being questioned about the sirens. Emergency powers have been granted to the state governor, Josh Green, to facilitate and expedite the reconstruction of Lahaina. In an interview, Governor Green mentioned his desire to acquire a portion of the land to protect it from attempt by investors to take over property.
Some people took out of context a comment I made a day or two ago about purchasing land. That is to protect it for our local people so that it's not stolen by people on the mainland.
Despite this, citizens remain highly skeptical of Josh Green's motivation. We have been on site, me and my colleague Lincoln J, for 5 days already. And the sight we have witnessed are unimaginable. And the smell of burning remains incredibly strong even after 2 weeks. Access to the village is restricted. The military block and monitor every route. Relief stations for victims have been established at several locations. We have encountered several issues when we arrived in Onokowai. The neighboring village, phone and internet services were not functioning. Access to Lahaina is restricted, reserved only for residents. Special authorization is required for media coverage. Even flying a drone requires a special code. I tried several times to contact the Chief of Communication and Public Affairs, Mahina Martin, but received no response from her. Furthermore, black fences have been erected to block media and tourist views, preventing photography of part of the town. Access is granted only to individuals on a special list. Hence, information is scarcely accessible to the public. I attempted to engage in conversation with military personnel to learn the percentage of terrain explored so far and whether they are aware of the death toll. I invite you to watch my interaction. Hello, hi. Can I speak with someone? I was just wondering, like, how long do you expect to be here, for?
Like in Maui?
Yeah, here, like for.
To be honest, as long as they need us to, like, so they can repair. See, our job is guiding traffic, so these guys can do their job and not get interfered with, like, just anybody trying to cross and stuff like that.
Okay.
So as long as they need us here, we'll be here.
Okay.
So all of that will be.
Do you know roughly, like, how much did you search here, like, so far? Like, did you?
How much did it search? So from what the rumors that I'm hearing, like, there's almost done, but there's still just some places that isn't open to public yet. Like, especially this road, it's not open to public because the search and rescue, and there's still some stuff out there that's dangerous. So.
Dangerous on this?
Yeah, like this, like the buildings, like they still collapse on you and stuff like that. So.
Okay, I understand. And it's just because I was talking with multiple people, and it seems that everybody have like someone missing or someone that passed away. It seems like the death toll is way more than what we heard. Do you know, like?
I have no idea about that. We're just here just to guide traffic and assist.
Why do you have a fence there? Because when I arrived the other day to go and see some people that I know, wasn't there the big black fence.
Yeah, we're because that place is being looked at, so that's why we're keeping everybody out.
Look at? What do you mean by that?
Tourists coming, taking pictures when not supposed to.
But there is nothing burned there.
Yeah.
So it's why.
I don't know.
I was just questioning because the other place where everything is burned down, they don't have black fence.
Yeah, I don't know. We never put them up. There's a lot of people. The 8 NPD guys put it up for keep.
I see the NPD there. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I understand. If you think that it was important for Ribbon News to be here on the ground, please go over thetruthaboutmaui.com. Chip in what you can to help us to offset our travel expense so we can continue to show you the other side of the story a little bit everywhere where the information brings us.